Hello again, everyone. Joe from On AV and On Vinyl back with another video for you. Today, I'm going to give you all of the spoilers in the Deadpool and Wolverine movie. Now, I'm just kidding. Good soundtrack, though. We haven't got it yet, but I do plan to bring some in. Anyway, today what we're going to do is another 12 things that shouldn't be in the store anymore. And I know that's kind of confusing the way that I put that, because there's nothing wrong with them. They're just very good, and I don't think that they should be here anymore. You know what I'm saying. You understand. At this point, if you've watched, you know what I'm talking about. Plus, I'm going to throw in just a little bit of a twist, and they're all going to be Canadian albums. So there you go. Or bands by Canadian. Albums by Canadian bands. Put all of the words in the right order, Joe. There you go. All right. So, without further ado, no, the front one is not a Canadian band. It's the Rolling Stones' Satanic Majesty Request, but that way it's hidden and you can't see what's coming up. I'm sneaky that way. All right, here we go. You guys, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Hey, you know what? We're almost at 3 months in, and it's been fantastic, and that's because of you guys. We really appreciate you coming in. You know, we're going to keep trying to bring in new stock for you, new things. We're going to keep the prices fair. Of course, we're going to continue to have inner sleeves and outer sleeves on all of our product as well. So we just really do appreciate you. Again, coming up on 3 months, so thanks for that. All right, let's go further. Without further ado, starting us off, little Darby Mills and the Headpins. This is a really fantastic album. Got played a whole bunch at parties when I was a kid. Yes, there were records when I was a kid. You know what I'm saying. Anyway, obviously Turn It Loud is on here because, you know what, the album's called Turn It Loud. I'm trying not to move the albums around a whole bunch. I noticed last time that I kind of did that a little bit. But anyway, great Canadian band, the Headpins. Darby Mills, lead singer. Not currently the lead singer of the touring band that's out there, but I think Darby's still doing her own thing. Anyway, Turn It Loud, $10 for Turn It Loud from Darby Mills and the Headpins. I'm not afraid to show you the pricing. I think our pricing is very good. Again, so I'm going to let you know the prices on stuff. And as mentioned, inner sleeve, if it's over $7, outer sleeve if it's over $5. Of course, inner and outer if it's over $7. You know what I meant. All right, let's move on, shall we? Good Canadian band from the 60s. Couple of guys are still out there getting it done, Burton and Randy Bachman, but this, of course, is American Woman. It has got American Woman, as well as No Time, as well as No Sugar Tonight, as well as. This is a Canadian classic that you should have. $10, nice clean copy, Canadian pressing. I know there's some places that will put like a little sticker or something, have which pressing it is, etc. For the most part, like 99%, they're Canadian presses that we've got. There's a few imports. There's a few U.S. pressings as well. But for the most part, it is Canadian pressings that we've got in the shop. And a lot are first pressings. There, of course, are some represses as we go along, things like that. If you are ever wondering specifically which pressing it is, we'll certainly help you look it up, and or we'll let you look it up as well. We don't mind if people come in and have a look at the, you know, the quality of the vinyl and things like that. So, but if you are ever concerned about what pressing it is, let me know. We can certainly figure it out together, and you can go from there. All right. Did I say $10? I think I said $10. An American Woman. The Guess Who. Little band out of Regina. I had done a post a while ago, how to say Regina without saying Regina, which at that point I realized I've already said Regina twice and now 3 times. But anyway, Queen City Kids. This is Black Box, their second album. What do we got on here? Black Box, Chains, In Your Eyes, Dance, and Girls. That's a pretty solid A-side for an album. There you go. Queen City Kids, Black Box, $7. A Canadian band album that should not be in the store anymore. 1 of 12, and I've got an honorable mention as well. This one is a little bit more. This is a $50 album, Neil Young and Harvest. This is a Canadian first press. It's on the Brown Reprise label. It's in very nice shape, and that's kind of what they go for. I think I've got it very fairly priced. as I try and really do. I really have our stuff at the prices where you can come in and you can feel fairly confident that you're getting a good price, because I'd much rather have it in your hands and you'd be able to listen to it than have it sit here in the store and try and get a couple bucks more for it. So with all of that said, this is $50 for this copy of Neil Young and Harvest. There you go. Hold it still for a second, Joe. There you go. Perfect. All right. Let's move on a little quicker here. The band. Some consider the band not to be Canadian. I consider the band to be Canadian, other than Leave On. But yeah, Cahoots. The big hit off of this one is Life is a Carnival. Just a great album by the band. I have got a copy of The Last Waltz that's got to get cleaned and taken care of in a collection that I bought that's going to be out in a while. Haven't decided on our off hours opening date, whether it's going to be a Saturday or a Thursday evening or something this month. We're going to try and get one in for sure in September. And then we're going to have some new stuff to bring back out again. I've worked on a collection for a little while now. I've got to clean it. I've got to get the sleeves on and things like that. So that's going to be coming up. Stay tuned for that. Of course, we're here 1355 Cornwall, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. And then we try and get you at least one Saturday and or possibly one Thursday evening a month to come in on the off hours, because we know lots of you work 9 to 5. So up next, the very best of Prism, or all the best from Prism. Let me just read you the titles on this one. Spaceship Superstar, Take Me to the Captain, It's Over, Flying, Take Me Away, and See Forever Eyes. And that's just side one. Side two, Cover Girl, Night to Remember, Virginia, Young and Restless, and Armageddon. That is a very solid best of from a great 70s, 80s Canadian group. Cover Girl, one of my favorites. That was not, it was a pretty big hit, but it was a later hit. Written for Dorothy Stratton, the Playboy bunny that got killed. Gino Vanelli. This is a little later in Gino's career. Gino's been around for quite a while, and I think maybe still out playing gigs. I'm not sure. Haven't seen him myself for a while. I don't know if I've ever seen him, actually. But again, this is a little later in the career. This is Black Cars. A little different than his earlier stuff, which was, we'll call it a little more easy listening than this, but good stuff. Gino Vanelli and Black Cars. Canadian album that should no longer be in the store. A few more to go. One of my favorite bands, Triumph, the other Canadian trio. You know who I mean. Anyway, Takes Time, Bring It On Home. Of course, Rock and Roll Machine, Rocky Mountain Way, their version of it. Written by Joe Walsh, performed by Joe Walsh. If you're listening to the radio, most of the time played by Joe Walsh, but their version of Rocky Mountain Way on here. Very cool album. This is not the platinum version of it, but that's out there, and I'm working on trying to find one of those to bring in for everybody, because I've had some questions about that one. I haven't been able to find it yet. If there's something you're looking for, let me know. Can't guarantee I'm going to find it, but I will certainly try. $10, Triumph, Rock and Roll Machine. Let's speed it up a little bit, Joe. Toronto and Looking for Trouble. We've had a few copies of this one in. They come in and they go right away. This is a really good album. Their first one, Hollywood's on vocals. Really, really good. I remember hearing this for the first time back in the day and thinking, man, that's darn good stuff. Also seeing them live a couple of times, very good. But of course, you know, even the Score, You Better Run, Looking for Trouble, all the good stuff on there. That one, $7. Come on, $7. There you go. That's a good one, and it's a nice clean copy. Here's another Canadian classic. Gentleman passed away, unfortunately, in the last couple of years. This is Gordon Lightfoot and Sit Down, Young Stranger. There's a couple of different versions of the same album, either named Sit Down, Young Stranger, or If You Could Read My Mind. There's a couple that says that on the cover and makes it look like the title. Anyway, this is, again, I believe a first press of this one. $20, really nice shape, and it is the triple colored reprise album with the big steamboat on it. Up next, a band out of Winnipeg. I showed them in a picture on one of the social feeds a while ago, proving there are good things that come out of Winnipeg. This is the Pumps and Gotta Move. What do we got on here? Out of Control, Slow Down, Coffee with the Cream. Coffee with the Cream. Good Lord. Coffee with the Queen. The big hit on here is Success. Just good Canadian rock and roll. $10. Again, something good out of Winnipeg. Yes, I know there's other good things out of Winnipeg, but, you know, we take the shots when we can. All right, and I think that was that 12? Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, it wasn't 12. And what I'm going to do, oh yeah, I have 12. Okay, here's the 12th one, The Kings. This is a really, really good album. The beat goes on, switching to glide. This whole first side is a fantastic first side of a debut album. There's a few of those out there. The Kings are here. Nice clean copy, $7. Really, really good. Come in, pick that one up. And then my honorable mention is a group that I have always enjoyed for a long time. Miles Goodwin passed away last year, unfortunately. They were still out touring. I don't think they are anymore. I think after Miles left us that they didn't tour anymore. Could be wrong, but without Miles, it's not going to be the same regardless. Third album I ever bought for myself was April Wine's Stand Back. And yeah, so my honorable mention of albums that should not be in the store by a Canadian band is these from April Wine. These first three, which are First Glance, a nice pink variant, as well as Live at the El Macambo in a nice fluorescent green variant, and of course Power Play in a purple. You can't really see, but it's kind of like the purple on the cover. These are all new. They are open, but that's the way that they came. They came in kind of a flimsy bag, so they are new copies of those with the color variants. They look used, but they're not. They've never been played. They are new. They just came in a flimsy outer bag, so I took them out and made it a little better. But we've also got April Wine's Stand Back, which I talked about. Third album I ever bought for myself. As well as, if you like, we've got a Greatest Hits, which is one way to go. And this is the rock Greatest Hits. They had a couple where they had enough power ballads and they had enough rock and roll that they did too. But anyway, this is the Greatest Hits, $10 for that. These were all accordingly priced for new stuff. And Stand Back was $5. And to finish us off, at this point, hopefully you're still watching. Again, one of my favorites from them is an early one. And that is The Whole World's Going Crazy. Title track's worth the album alone. $10, nice clean copy. Little bit of ring wear, not too bad. Just a little bit, not bad at all though. Nice shape, vinyl's good. If there's ever a problem with the vinyl, you bring it back and we'll take care of it for you. So, there you go. With that said, the honorable mention goes to the band April Wine and everything we've got in stock by them. I think I've got some more of theirs in the back to come out. Harder, Faster, and one other one. Anyway, that's still to come. So, to recap, these are just some great Canadian bands with some albums that we've got in stock that I'm suggesting. My opinion, I think they're great. Come in, have a listen to them, pick them up. They're all reasonably priced. There's lots of other great Canadian content. There's obviously lots of other great content, period. Not sure when we're going to do our off hours for this month. But I will let you know if you keep on following along on either Facebook, Instagram, and or YouTube, wherever you're watching this. And yeah, that's about it. So 1355 Cornwall, Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. We're going to have either a Saturday or a Thursday sometime this month, hopefully, for sure in September. We've got some new stuff coming out. We got lots of great used to choose from. We've got lots of great new product to choose from at very, very competitive prices. So if you're out there looking for some new vinyl, I know we've got Billie Eilish, we've got Johnny Cash, we've got lots of stuff over there. Not a huge selection, but a pretty decent selection. So come in, see us for new stuff, come in, see us for used stuff. If there's something you're looking for, get a hold of us. And I think that's recapped more than I needed to. So there you go. Thanks very much for watching. We hope to see you in, again, 1355 Cornwall, here in Regina, Saskatchewan, Canada, inside on AV. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.